Good evening, guys, and welcome to our online presentations. I hope that for the next half an hour that you get a little bit excited about what I'm going to show you and see if there's anything here that might fit for you guys. So, first of all, I just want to thank you for taking the time out to look into this and see what it is. And it's great to see so many people online, which is amazing because we do these presentations, because it's the world we live in right now, getting out, meeting people day to day. Sometimes, you can't get to see everybody. So these presentations are a great way for you to have a look at this business from the comfort of your own home. So first of all, just going to get into a little bit about who am I, why am I here, what have I got to show you, and so forth. And you'll make your own independent decision whether you think this is something you can work with alongside your current commitments or in a full-time capacity, wherever you want. So my name is Carl Cooley, and I am with Forever now just under 2.5 years. And I started with Forever back in May of 2013. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't looking for another business. I had a very successful business. I come from a sports background. And in 2008, we set up a tennis academy because my background is in tennis. So we set up a tennis academy. And it quickly became one of Ireland's largest tennis academies in the sense of we had schools and clubs all over Leinster, Munster, Connacht and so forth. We had 15, 20 staff. And it was fantastic. And don't get me wrong, it was really, really good to us for the years that I was doing it and so forth. But to be honest with you, what came with it, the bigger it got and the more successful we got, the more headaches that came. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that are listening and have your own business or, would appreciate what I'm on about here. Yes, it was fantastic, but the longer hours kicked in. I was doing 14 to 16 hours a day. By the time I was getting home, doing paperwork at all hours, back up early next morning, back onto the tennis court, so forth and so on. And I had 3 small children at the time. I now have 4, and it was just I wasn't seeing them. My eldest at the time, she was going to school. She was in junior infant, I think it was. And I'd drop her to school in the morning. That'd be it. By the time I come home, she'd be in bed, and then all day Saturday I'd be working also. So look, it was good to us, but I just want to give you a little insight on why I looked at this business. So then in May of 2013, the 7th of May to be precise, a very good friend of mine who I've been watching for a while on Facebook talking about this business. And I know, like, when I was looking at him talking about how passionate he was about this, how amazing it was changing his life and so forth, he had a very good business himself. So I was looking at this and kind of going, right, okay, there must be something in this because this particular guy wouldn't get involved with anything unless it was, what it said it is on the tin, basically, unless it was a fantastic opportunity, and that's exactly what it is. So I contacted him one Sunday evening and I said, look, can I have a look at this business? I've seen all the hype on Facebook. What is it you're doing? What is it? Like, I'd love to see it. And he wrote back, he said, look, no problem at all. Back then we weren't doing these presentations, so I actually had to go and meet him the following day. And I met up with myself, my wife, met himself and his wife, and he started going through the business a little bit more. Nothing like what you're going to see tonight. Nothing of the sort. I mean, we laugh about it now, but he showed me like 5 to 10% of what you're going to see now, and I was blown away. Didn't understand it completely, but I was like, wow, I just see it. So we decided to get going. That moment, our lives began to change quite drastically, if I'm being honest. And you'll appreciate this as I go on a little bit. When we signed up and we said, look, let's do this. Let's get going. Let's crack on. We didn't know anything about network marketing. Network marketing is the second largest industry in the world behind computers and IT. Yet I'd never even heard of it. Forever Living was in Ireland 22 years at the time. Yet I'd never heard of them. And all these things, how come I've never heard of this business? How come I've never heard of, network marketing? So I was a little bit ignorant to it at the beginning of the power of it, let's say. But anyway, we were like, if you like, ignorance on fire. We just got going, seen how it worked and so forth, and ran with it. Within 12 weeks in our brand new business, we were making just over €2,000 per month. We built a nice little income for ourselves by helping other people generate an income for themselves. And I quickly started seeing how this works. And I was like, wow. I remember saying to my wife Dee at the time, geez, you know what? We're doing this very part-time. If you were to do this full-time, where could it take you? And that's exactly where I am now 2.5 years later, and I'll get into that now in a second. So within 4, 5, 6 months in the business, we were starting to qualify for 5-star trips around the world. which to me was mind-blowing. And I'm sure a lot of you will relate to this. How many times have we gone on holidays, but we've paid for everything from start to finish? Of course, that's normal. Well, not with Forever. We're only in the business 6 months, and I got a phone call from head office up in Macklemore House there, right in front of your screen. And I got a phone call to say, Car, you've just qualified for Car Plan. And I was like, okay, I've seen Car Plan in the business. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. So what does that exactly mean? Well, what she said to me was, well, what we're going to do is, Car, we're going to pay you 15 grand over the next 3 years, up to 30 grand over the next 3 years to go and buy yourself a car extra on top of everything that you're earning at the moment. So as you can imagine, I was like, okay, I'll take that. You know, it was a bit one of those moments. Okay, I'll run with that. And then in the January of 2014, running the business 7 months, we qualified for our first free 5-star trip to Lake Tahoe, San Francisco, and picked up by private jet and flown to Dallas from Reno Airport in Lake Tahoe. And this was all incredible because Forever Living, you know South Fork, the TV show Dallas that's been going donkey's years. Well, Forever Living owns South Fork Ranch, and I never knew this obviously when I joined Forever, but they own South Fork Ranch. So what they did was they flew us out to San Francisco, they flew us up to the mountains, or we drove up to the mountains then of Lake Tahoe. We stayed there in this amazing hotel for 5 nights, all expenses paid. And then we were picked up by a private jet and flown into Dallas Airport, and we were brought on a big tour of all over America, and we were brought into the South Fork and seen, all the props and South Fork itself, and it was absolutely incredible. Now, to imagine, we're only with this company 7 months. So it was that moment where life-changing moment actually happened. I told my wife, look, I don't think I can do both anymore. I don't think I want to do both anymore. I'm loving this business. It's so flexible. I can build it around the kids. I can work it around the family time. I'm going to close down the academy. I'm going to hand it over to my head coach, which is exactly what I done. So I gave the keys, let's say, of the clubs to my head coach and let him run with it, and I went completely full-time into Forever. Here we are talking to you guys in November of 2015, 2.5 years later in our business, and we have now over 1,000 people in our team. We've really big business in Australia, in America, in the UK, and we've huge business here in Ireland. We've over 50 leaders in our team that are making an awful lot of money across those different continents, and it's just been a whirlwind of excitement and an amazing time. My job's changed a little bit, hence why I'm talking to you guys now, how I can help you do the very same. So whoever showed you this link tonight, whoever sent you this presentation, these are the guys I'm working with directly, and also we work with you guys if it's something you want to do, and we help you generate that income for you, whether it be €1,000 a month, 500 a month, or 10 grand a month, whatever it is, we will help you do that. So that's a little bit about myself. That's a little bit about why I'm here. So I'd like you to sit back and enjoy this. It's only going to last 20 minutes, guys. I'm not going to bore you to tears with an hour-and-a-half presentation, but I am going to show you something in the next 20 minutes that is going to open your eyes and make you sit up and take note, because it deserves that. So as you can see on your screen there, you can change your life if you change your thinking. Okay, so true. It is so true. Everyone is stuck in that whole rut. Get up at 6:30 in the morning, go to work 40 hours a week for 40 years and end up getting paid 40% in a pension if they're lucky for all the work they've done all life. Let's change that. That's what we do. We've changed the way we think, and now we have a much better way. On your screen is our head office there up in Macklemore House. That head office is on 40 acres of land, and that is your head office. There's 25 staff up there that work for me and you and everybody else in this business. They look after everything. They look after your warehousing. They look after your distribution. They build you your website for free. They look after the whole lot. All you have to focus on is building your business to that either, 4 figures a month or 5 figures a month, whatever it is you want to do. So as I go down now, these are some needs that people look at. Okay, who wants a better lifestyle? And these are kind of basic questions because everybody wants a better lifestyle. Look, there's nothing, out of the ordinary here. Everybody wants a better lifestyle. Do you want more time? Of course you do. Who likes to travel? I'm sure most people do. A new car. Well, this is what Forever gives you. They give you all of this. They give you the travel. They give you the new car. And you have as much time as you want, because when you build this business, it's residual. You build it and you get paid for the rest of your life of the work you put in now. So it's amazing. Financial independence. A lot of people come into this for extra cash, just for extra cash. So a lot of people might come in for €300 to €500. Now, you might be looking at that and going, well, oh, geez, I don't really want 300 or 500 euros extra. I'd like to do more with that. But there's a lot of people, the 300 or 500 euros a month, leave it there over the year. We have a lot of people on our team that just save that every month. At the end of the year, they go on a nice family holiday or whatever the case may be. That's going to take you about 4 to 6 hours per month to do that. It's very little time, isn't it? 4 to 6 hours a month to earn 300 to 500 quid, easy. A lot of people come into this business to be debt-free. I know we did, and I can gladly say now that we are debt-free. And a lot of people come into this to be debt-free. A lot of people come in to develop this pension. And Forever has this unbelievable marketing plan I'm going to get into in a few minutes that will give you that pension that you're set up for the rest of your life. You work hard at this business for 2 to 5 years, you'll never work again, and that's exactly where we're at. So I can help you with that as well. A new way of working, work from home, be your own boss, help others. That's all we do. Here I am sitting at home doing this presentation. There's probably 40 to 50 people of you online at the minute looking at this, and I'm just sitting here in the comfort of my own home showing you how we can build this business, and we teach you and help you do the very, very same. Success. So what is success to a lot of people? Well, fulfillment. I have a good friend of mine who's a six-figure earner in his past job, and he's come into Forever full time now, and he felt that he just had more to give in that job, and he kind of said, I've gone as far as I can go, where I just don't feel fulfilled. Where now in Forever, it's uncapped. It's uncapped. He can be a seven-figure earner if he wants. It's uncapped, and that's what he's starting to get real fulfillment from. Recognition. Get amazing recognition within this company. Every month we have a success day, it's called, where all the Forever business owners get together in the convention centre once a month in Dublin, and the MD of Ireland and the UK, he fly in, Bob Parker, good friend of ours, and he'll call people up on stage when they're moving through the marketing plan, and he'll recognise them on stage in front of 1,000 people. And it's nice to get that, because a lot of the time when you get recognised in day-to-day jobs, it's when you've done something wrong. You know what I mean? It's like that's what I've come to learn when I've been dealing with a lot of people in this business. They don't get recognized for doing anything good. They get recognized for doing something wrong. Wealth. So what does that mean to people? Do people want to be wealthy? Of course they do. Again, these are just simple questions. But this is what Forever does for you, and it's amazing. Health. We all want to be living longer. We all want a better lifestyle and a healthier way of living. That's one of our major mottos here. Okay, so the Forever story, as you can see, there's Rex Maughan on the screen. He is the visionary behind this. He founded this company back in 1978. We originate in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're still there. And it's a family company with family values. We're world brand leaders also. And think about that. World brand leaders. It's amazing. So here's a little bit of the Forever mission statement. We will create a proper environment where individuals can, with dignity, be what they want to be, where integrity, empathy, and fun are our guides. And guys, I've been around the world with this company in a short space of time, and this is exactly what they do. They treat you like royalty. They want you building a business. They want you making that money. They want you having the life that you dreamed of. That's what their mission is all about. So the Forever story. Okay, so here's a little bit of stuff that you need to know. We're in 158 countries around the world. Okay, what that means for me and you is you can build your business in any one of those countries around the world. So here I am talking to, a webinar tonight with an awful lot of people on the webinar. And I can do this. I do this for the UK. I have one that I do in the UK. I have one that I do for the American. I have one that I do in Australia for all our teams there. Right here from the comfort of my own home. And you can do the very same. So for argument's sake, if you knew somebody in a different country that they're in 158, so they're nearly in every country, and you knew somebody, let's say, in Spain. Okay, so we do a Skype, we get them going, we go through the plan, we help them, we train them, and then they plug into their local trainings over there, and let's say they build a business in Spain, which happens all the time. Well, Spanish head office is going to be rewarding them over there, obviously, but they're also going to be rewarding you back here. The company, their head office is going to be paying you back here for the work they do over there. It's incredible. We get paid from a lot of different countries every month, and it's amazing. We've over 2.6 billion in turnover last year. 2.6 billion. We're on target to hit 3 billion in turnover this year. Over 1.5 billion in assets. Our company is underpinned by 1.5 billion in assets. We're cash rich and we're debt free. Now think about this. We're cash rich and debt free. No banks are linked to us. No shareholders. No stockholders. Nobody can come in and close us down. We are our own bank. We are cash rich and debt free. We're an experienced senior management team. And I've met a lot of these people, and a lot of these guys are with Rex since day one, and they have wealth of experience. So here's the forever story. Here's our consistent growth over the last 35 years. We started in 78. You can see it, 54 million, 145, 617. And then between 95 and 99, we hit 1.2 billion, 1.7, 2.1, now 2.6 billion dollars. And we're on target to hit 3 billion this year. Isn't that incredible? And think about this. There's been 3 or 4 recessions in there, and we've still grown. Isn't that amazing? You can tell me any company that's done that. You know, very few. So as I said at the beginning, there's our head office. We purchased it in October of 2000, and we bought it for cash. We do not rent anything. Our company will not go into a country and say, do you know what, I'll rent that for 5 years and see how it goes. No, no, no. We go into a country and we literally, the owners of the company would say, our determination and our belief in this country, we are going to invest. They bought that for £2.5 million back in 2000. We are going to invest that money cash into this to let you know we're here to stay and we ain't going anywhere. As you can see there, we've turned over 18 million last year. I'm on target to hit 25 million in Ireland this year. Incredible, isn't it? So why Forever Products? Well, as I said at the beginning, we're world #1 grower of aloe vera. We're the world #1 grower of aloe vera. There's no insecticides, pesticides, or fertilizers. It's the aloe leaf is hand harvested, hand filleted, and we only use the inner gel. Now here's the magic as I'm coming on to now. So what does that mean? Okay, why is so good about aloe vera? Well, aloe vera going back in ancient times has been, it's one of the most powerful things a human can put into their body or on their skin if and only if it's kept in the purest of form. So if you get it straight from the leaf. Now, we're the only company in the world that has a stabilization process patent. We're the only company that can keep aloe vera alive naturally from wild fruit and mountain berries. We're the only ones that can keep it alive, and we have that idea patent, so no copy us. And we are out there on our own. We're road rice. We're years ahead of anything else that's on the market, and we have a superior quality product. So why Forever Products? Well, as you can see, Dr. Peter Atherton. So these are our advisory boards. So these are people you can email, you can call, you can go to their trainings that they do, and you can ask these guys questions because they're experts in their field. You've got Dr. Peter Atherton, who was a GP, your regular GP, and 17 years ago, he stumbled across Forever through one of his clients. And he had a look at the aloe vera, and now he's written 2 or 3 books on the power of aloe and so forth and so on. And he's on our advisory board, so you can ask him questions about certain things. You've got Dawn Parker, who's a nutritionist. You've David Urch, here's a resident vet. And David is, he has a lot of his race horses, cattle, all on our products. Then you've Louise Riley, which is our sports product advisor. Isn't that amazing? So, Annie, we've loads of professional football clubs, GAA clubs, Ironman, cyclists. This goes on. And there's one actually the minute doing the rounds on Facebook. One of the girls from Strictly Come Dancing. She's a Forever business owner with Forever and one of the dance instructors, and she talks about our RG and the benefits of it. So, you could Google that and look her up. She's on Strictly, so I don't know, type in Forever, Strictly Come Dancing, or whatever the case may be, and she has a very good testimonial. So you've got all these amazing people you work with and amazing testimonials. So product approval. So just to give you a little idea, we give an unconditional 60-day money-back guarantee on an empty product if you ain't happy. So let's say you've got a client and, they say, look, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that. And they do, and they get it into them. And after 60 days, they go, do you know what? I didn't feel any benefits from that. I want the refund, which never happens, by the way. What will happen is they'll send the empty bottles, by the way. The company will encourage you to drink it all, use whatever it is. Send the empties back to head office, and the head office will give them a full refund. You tell me any other company that after 60 days you can go into a consumable product and say, there's your empties. Wasn't mad on that, kind of money back. Let's be honest, just never happen. They look at you like you're crazy, where we give an unconditional. Less than 0.5% gets given back worldwide in a year. Less than 0.5%, because that's, some people are allergic to aloe vera, and that's normal because some people are allergic to lots of different things. And, a lot of stuff can get damaged in carriage. So, I mean, let's say for argument's sake, someone's delivering something and they're not careful and the bottle comes in and it's, it's a little bit damaged, you can send it back. So it's fantastic. So here's the marketplace. I want you to look at this, okay? So vitamins and supplements is worth £660 million to the UK and Irish market. Beauty products, 8.4 billion to the UK and Irish markets. Sports nutrition, 90 million to the UK and Irish markets. You tell them these are growing sectors in a $1 trillion industry. So before we take a look at how the money is made, let's look at the four sectors of traditional business, the pros and the cons of these businesses. So an employee, okay, you've no risk. You're an employee, you go to work, 8 o'clock and 5, that's fine. But your pay is controlled by others and your time and everything else that goes with it. Self-employed. Okay, so the more you work, the more you earn. But when you stop working, you stop earning. And that happened to me whenever I took holidays with the academy. Like once I stopped on that tennis court, I physically wasn't doing that work. I didn't get paid. Where this doesn't happen with any of you forever. Employer. Yes, you earn from others, but you've got the management headaches that go with it. And again, if anyone's looking at this, they'll appreciate what I'm saying. Or you can be an investor. You've got passive income, but you have huge financial risk. Network marketing allows all the pros without any of the cons. So this is how it works. So people often say to me, oh, but I can't sell, Carl. I can't sell. I can't do this. I can't do that. This is not selling. And this is what I say all the time. This is much, much bigger than selling. You use the products and recommend them. We do a massive 300 different products from personal care to weight management, sports supplement, whatever. You brush your teeth, I'm sure, every day. You wash your hair, you shower. You might take supplements, blah, blah, blah. Take your own ones and get paid for it. That's all we do. We use them and we recommend them. And once you come into the business, the company will give you 30% of everything that moves through you. And at starting off, they give you a 5% bonus. So you've now got a 35% on everything that has moved through you. How does this happen? Okay, well, when you come in and you get going, the company will send you the codes to log into the website. So you have your own website. They've just invested millions of dollars into this amazing website and you get it for free. So let's say, for argument's sake, I wanted something off your website. You give me whatever you call it, carlshealth.com, whatever you want to call your own website, because you get to call your own website. And I go in like, oh, I'll have that Clean 9, I'll have the Fit 1, I'll have the RG, I'll have this skincare, whatever it is. I put in my card details, my address. Head office will ship that product straight to me, and whoever site I was into, they haven't even seen the product. They haven't even seen the product. It's as simple as that. They just get paid that 35% just like that. Isn't that amazing? No stocking, no, having to worry about where I put this, no having to worry about how I deliver it. It's all done for you. It's all done for you. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you retail €1,000 a month, which is quite easy to do because the C9s are massive. The skincare is amazing. The new essential oils which they've now launched are unbelievable. Let's say you retail €1,000. At 35% starting out, you get 350 quid. Very simple, okay? But let's say, for argument's sake, you didn't want just 350 quid. And you said, no, I don't want that. I want more. Well, my job, and whoever showed you this business presentation, we work together. My job, this 30% at the top never changes. But see this in the middle here, the bonus structure 5, 8, 13, 18, that does change. My job is to get you from a 5% bonus to an 18% bonus if you want to move through the marketing plan. And what happens then is you're now classed as a manager in the business. You're on 48%. Your 30 never changes, and we've got you up to an 18% bonus. And once you hit any one of these bonus structures, you never drop back. This is not one of these businesses where you have to do loads every month, and if you don't, you drop back. You do not drop back at all. So you're on an 18% bonus now. You're now classed as a manager, and you're earning upwards of €2,000 a month because you've developed a team of people. And here's how it works. Team building. So here you are, 48% as a manager. How did you get there? Well, you're going to show people that want to supplement their income. You're going to show people that might want to build a full-time income. You're going to educate people on how amazing this business is. And let's say you've showed 5 or 6 people this business, and we've helped them introduce it to their kind of network and so forth and so on, and because people want to make money. Well, now you're on 48%. Now we've got Joe down here, and Joe says, you know what, I want to join this business. Let me see how this works. Joe comes in on 35%, just like you did when you were starting off. But because you're on 48%, the company, not Joe, the company will pay you 13% on all of Joe's turnover that month. That's right. 13% on whatever Joe has done, simply by helping him develop his business. Simply for just helping him develop that business. So Joe could be a big gym, a beauty salon, a massive networker, a huge retailer, whatever Joe wants to be. You're getting 13% on that turnover, and you haven't done anything but just help him get going and plugging him into our trainings and so forth. So again, just getting for mathematical reasons, Joe develops a small business of €1,000 at 35%. He's made €350 between 4 and 6 hours a month. Forever will pay you 13% of that 1,000, which is €130 for nothing, just for helping develop that business. So if you've got 10 Joes doing that, that's £1,300 a month, excluding everything else that you're doing. Is that incredible? So here's where the magic really starts to happen, and here's what I saw, and I'm being honest, this is what we started to develop into month 4 and month 5. This is exactly what I wanted to see happen in my own business. Royalty income. Who gets a royalty income? Well, myself and my wife get a royalty bonus every month till the day we die, and when we do, God forbid, time comes, it's willable to my children. Once my children turn 18, it's willable to them, not at the beginning where we've just left off. So you can imagine we're only in it 2.5 years. We're already 6-figure earners in this industry, and we will be 7-figure earners in the next couple of years, all because we help people get what they want. So you can imagine when my eldest is 10, another 8 years where this business would be. And God forbid if anything happened to myself and my wife, she inherits the whole lot, and she starts where we just left off. And I got to keep that one quiet before she gets any ideas. Okay, so royalty bonus. Here's how it works. So here's you at the top, and you're on 48%. Okay, you're on 48%. You have about 20-25 people doing, as I said, a little €1,000 back at the beginning, on average of 20 grand per month turnover. That's about 20-25 people all doing a little bit, networking, retailing, whatever they want to do. Okay, some people will come into this business that absolutely smash it and don't want to do much retail because they don't, they just want to use them themselves and recommend them. Some people will come in and they'll say, you know what, I don't want to build a business. I just want to retail 20 to 30 customers and make that £500-600 a month. It all evens itself out. Very basic sums at 20 grand turnover per month. So what happens is Joe sees this, and Joe wants to build his own team, his own business. He wants to get to 48%. He wants to make that, couple of grand a month coming in. Well, we help Joe do that. So now Joe is on 48%. You're also on 48%. So there's no gap anymore. There is no 13% gap because you're both level. So the company, that's right, the company, not Joe, will pay you a 6% royalty bonus on all of Joe's team's turnover every month for the rest of your life. Now again, you're getting 6% of all of Joe's team's turnover. So if Joe's 20-25 people on his team, you're getting 6% of 20 or 25 people's turnover every month. That's in month 1. But what happens in month 4 or 5 when there's no longer 25 people, there's 100 people in the team? What happens? That goes up and up and up and up. Joe brings in, again, these are just simple names, you can understand. Joe brings in Mo. You don't know who Mo is, but the company will give you 3% when Mo hits manager. We help Mo do the same. Okay, very simple. Mo brings in Flo. You don't know who Flo is, but you'll plug them into our trainings. We'll work with them. We'll help them get what they want. And when Flo goes manager, you get 2% of all of that business. That one leg is worth, at very low end, $2,200 a month. At a high end, I'd say about $3,200 a month for one leg. Now, what happens if you had 2 of them? Double it. What happens if you 3 of them? Triple it. What happens if you 4 of them? Quadruple it. Simple. We'll have 10 of these done by the end of the year. In our first year, we'd 4 done. So you could do it. You can see how this goes. And more and more people are looking at this as a way of life rather than doing the slog and the rat race and so forth and so on. Royalty style income can be built all over the world. You don't have to have it here in Ireland. It can be anywhere. It can be in North America, South America, Africa, Europe. It can be anywhere. And you get paid. Remember I said at the beginning? You get paid by that head office in that country straight into your bank account here in Ireland. It's incredible, isn't it? So what's your income potential? Okay, so you're a brand new fresh manager. You're on 48%. We've done this after 12 weeks. A lot of our team have done it in 10 weeks, 8 weeks. It's whatever you want. It depends on the time you want to give it. So you're typically earning between 26 and I'd say 35 grand a year, depending on the size of your business. Senior managers helping a few people do the same. It's anywhere from 45 to 70, and it goes up and up and up. A diamond manager at the end here is helping 25. This could be a 5-year plan. 25 people over, say, 5 years, have 25 people. That's upwards of 450,000. Now let me show you some more mind-blowing stuff. Our Forever Incentives. This company's big into incentives. So CarPlan, remember I spoke about that a few minutes ago. And International 5-Star Travel, all expenses paid. I spoke about that as well. And I haven't spoken about the big one at the bottom, Chairman's Bonus, but I will now in 2 seconds. So how does it work? How does our CarPlan, our earn incentive work? Well, what the company, as I said at the beginning, will do is they, once you qualify, and it's just you and your team doing a certain amount of volume of 1 month, 2 month, 3 months in a row, and you get CarPlan. They will pay you up to $9,600 a year for 3 years, and you only have to qualify for it once. Very simple, isn't it? Very simple. And again, guys, I'll go back to that actually. You don't have to buy a car. They just put it into your bank on top of everything else I've shown you. My wife called a shoe plan. She goes out and buys herself new shoes and all this kind of mad stuff, as you can imagine. I'm sure if the lads are listening, they can relate to that. Global travel incentives. Now, there's South Fork down the bottom there, in the bottom left. You can see South Fork Ranch in there behind Julie and Jimmy, a couple of friends of ours. Like this, they just send you to different parts of the world all the time, just for holiday and some training with the 7-figure earners. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the thing about it is they give you spending money while you're there. That was last year in 2014. We're actually only back from the Moon Palace in Cancun 4 weeks now, where it was this year's retreat was in the Moon Palace, all paid for. Everything. I couldn't spend money over there. Everything was paid for. Isn't that incredible? Now here's the big one for me, guys. Now I really want you to understand this. So Chairman's Bonus, and what is Chairman's Bonus, right? Chairman's Bonus, we are the only network marketing company in the world that has this structure in place. This can help you become very wealthy very quickly. So what it does is, the owner of the company, Rex Mon, so you can see on either side there of the pictures, you've got Rex on the left, and you've got his son Greg on the far right. Greg's the president, and Rex the CEO. So what you do is they put 3% of every country's turnover into a pot. And in the middle of the year, every April, they'll fly the leading business owners to a certain continent every year, different destination every year. They'll call you up on stage in front of 8 to 10,000 other FBOs that maybe haven't qualified, and they will give you a share of the company's profits. That's right, a share of the company's profits. They start off about $4,500, and that goes up to the highest check was given out in Singapore was $1.4 million. Yes, that's right. Now, what you're looking at now on your screen is from when we were all in Singapore in April. We were flown to Singapore, all expenses paid. I bought my kids, my wife, obviously, and the kids with us. We're staying in the Marina Bay Sands. If any of you never heard of it, Google it. It is incredible. The Marina Bay Sands Hotel. When we landed, we were transferred to our hotel, beautiful suite with an infinity pool on the top of the building overlooking Singapore. And when we went to our bedrooms, we were given a goodie bag and different products and stuff. And we were also given a credit card with $1,000 on it to go and spend any way we wanted. In the middle of the week, we were called to the auditorium, which was just next door, which holds 10,000 people. And we were called up on stage, and we were given a share of the company's profits. The big one for me was on the top left here, our very good friends Paul and Sherry Dolan, who were one of the first people that we actually bought into our business to work with us as business partners. And they said, no, we love it, let's get going. They qualified for their first year of trying. Amazing. And the checks go up and up and up from there. If you go to the next slide, they're getting a bit bigger. So here's myself, my wife here in the middle, $9,927 with my 3 children on stage in front of 8,000 people. Isn't that amazing? Imagine that feeling. It was incredible. Nearly 10 grand as our first time qualifying. That was just a bonus on top of the holiday, on top of everything else, on top of our monthly check and the whole lot. Here in the bottom, in the middle, is a very good friend of ours who brought us into the business. So you can see how duplicatable this is. This is not for, whoever starts to get the most. That's not how this works. This is the most duplicatable, simplest business plan you'll come across. But now let me show you some more crazy checks. So there's Neve James up the top, 89,000. Paddy and Pauline, 116. Lisa Neen, 118. Marion and Eddie, 149. And Julia and her family, $319,000. Just by helping people qualify for these incentives. That's what we're all about. Helping people qualify. Very, very simple. So how do you build your team? How do you build this business? Potential team members. Who would they be? Think about it. Who do you know that would like to make some money? Who do you know that would like to supplement their income or build a full-time income? You're going to contact them and you're going to show them with our help. You're going to bring them to a business presentation just like this. and then they get started. Once they register, order your Forever Business Owner Pack, book your business planning meeting. So if you're looking at this now and you're going to go, wow, that's interesting. I didn't realize that's how big this company was. I thought it was just selling aloe vera products. Of course it's not. It's not how this company works. We use and recommend. So if you're interested, whoever bought you onto this presentation, get in touch with them. If you want to go through on a bit of a one-to-one, we can do that also. Register, order your Forever Business Owner Pack, and book your planning meeting. The planning meetings are where the magic happens, because we literally sit down and we say, okay, how much do you want to make? Where do you want your life to go? What do you want to see happen in the next couple of years, the next 6 months, whatever? And we go to work and we do whatever it is that you want to do. So what's your benefits from this company? What's your benefits from network marketing, especially our company? Well, it's a proven business model. I just showed you it's 37 years old, cash rich, debt free, all the stats that I've showed you. It's uncapped income potential. Uncapped income potential. It's a willable income to your children. Willable income to your children. Complete flexibility. So you can build this around your current commitments, around your family life, whatever it is. Training and support. This is what I am big into. The training and support has to be second to none for me, because you need to know how to build this, and we do that. Every Wednesday we train up in the Clayton Hotel, and we sit down, we go through lots of stuff, and it's brilliant. People love it. We do online trainings as well. You don't have to leave your house. We do these webinars, which is also amazing. We're there to help you. Recognition and appreciation as well is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. So guys, that brings me to the end of this presentation. I hope you got something out. I hope it's something you see for yourself. If not, no worries. Thanks for looking at it. My job, as I said at the beginning, is to help as many people as I can experience what we've experienced, and a lot of our team over the last couple of years. This by far, for me, has been the best thing we've ever done. I mean, literally the best thing. And this from a guy who wasn't looking for business, wasn't really looking for any more income because he had a great life. But I tell you what, I feel like the luckiest man alive after doing it. So do give this some serious consideration and think about it, because like that, it will change your life if you allow it. So guys, have a great evening, and thanks so much for plugging in, and I hope to see you all soon. Take care.